Yo, what up guys, this is your boy Legendary here, and today people, we're going to be doing something new on the channel. We're going to be doing a top 15 favorite fusions video, and then, you know, in the future I'll be doing top 15 favorite synchros, XYs, and stuff like that too. I thought this would be fun and a nice little change of pace in the channel, since we normally don't get to do videos like this on the channel as often, but with all this free time, I thought, you know, why not try something new, or you know, just try something different, you know, change of pace instead of deck profiles and duels all the time. Let's try some top 5, top 10, top 15 lists and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is going to be my top 10 favorite fusions. Alright, so first up on our list is going to be number 15, and that's going to be Fossil Warrior Skulking. So this is a relatively new fusion monster, but I really like this card. I love that fossils are finally coming out, and I love the design of this card. This card looks really amazing. They really did a good job, and I like its effect too. It's really cool. It's really interesting. I love the whole theme behind the fossils, but Fossil Warrior Skulking, really cool card. I can't wait to finally build his fossil deck in real life and use this card, because I like this card a lot. I love its design. It just looks really awesome. So I felt like it's a relatively new fusion. I haven't had much time with it, but I was impressed with what I saw, and I really like this card. Alright, so next up, it's going to be kind of interesting. It's kind of like a three-way tie sort of for the number 14 spot. So for the number 14 spot, we're going to have Tyrant Burst Dragon, Mirror Force Dragon, and Doom Virus Dragon, the Fang of Critias fusions. The reason why all three of these are on the list together is because I kind of wanted to add one of them on the list, but I don't love any of them by themselves specifically. I'm in love with the idea of the Fang of Critias fusions, the fact that they're a fusion with a trap card. I think that's such a really sick, unique combination of fusion summoning. Like, I've never seen that before. Obviously this is from the DM days. Kaiba is the one who did this, but even to this day I still love the idea of fusing with a trap card or fusing with a spell card, and I just think it's really cool and interesting, and I really wish we could have seen more concepts like this in future Yu-Gi-Oh series, because I really love the idea of fusing like with spells and traps, or just, you know, different unique ways of fusion summoning. So I don't love any of these three specifically by themselves. I just love them as a group together, because just what they represent, a fusion with a trap, which is just such a cool concept, and they take the effect of the trap and put it on the monster in a more stronger way, and it's just really cool. So all three of these cards are really great. I love the design of them too, and I just love the idea behind it. Alright, so next up for number 13 on the list, this was kind of tricky. I was trying to figure out where specifically to put this card on the list. I was going back and forth for a while. I didn't know if I should put it higher or if I should put it this low. I don't know, but I'm just going to say it. So this is going to be Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. I really love the artwork of this card. Dark Magician Girl is obviously a fan favorite for everyone, especially for me as well. I just love the idea that she fused with a dragon and became a knight riding on a dragon. She looks cool. I love the design of this card. It's really amazing. She has a very powerful effect. Very good. Definitely the best one of the Eye of Timaeus fusions. And she's just really great design. She's just awesome, honestly, and I wanted to add her higher on the list, but there were other monsters that I had more personal love for, and it was very difficult to find a place for her, but she has a great design, and I just love the idea behind her, and she's cool, and I wish there was a Dark Magician Girl Knight monster that's literally just his exact same design, but just her by herself, because she looks amazing, and I would love to see what she would do by herself as well. But yeah, so that's going to be number 13 on my list. Alright, so for number 12 on my list, this was also another very difficult one, because I had to decide where to put this card, because this card that I'm going to say is going to be very powerful, and it probably should be much higher on the list, but I don't know, man. It was so tricky, this list. It was very tricky to make this list. I never had to think of like what order to put all these fusions in, but so it was very hard, and these places may change here and there, but for now this is where it is. So number 12 is going to be Rainbow Neos. So Rainbow Neos is a very cool card. I love this card so much. It has a really great design. It's a fusion between Neos and Rainbow Dragon. It has great story elements from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. It's a very big moment in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX when he fuses Rainbow Dragon and Neos to summon this big 4,500 beefy attack point monster with an extremely busted effect. Yeah, he's really good. He gets rid of stuff on the field. He's had a lot of attack power, and he just has a lot of symbolic meaning in the show itself, and now it can be easily summoned with Neos fusion as well, so that's really awesome. But yeah, so Rainbow Neos has a good design. I love the meaning behind it. He probably should have been a lot higher, but I don't know why. There are certain cards I guess I love more, and I was really struggling for a while, but hey, Rainbow Neos, at least he's on the list. Okay, so next up on the list we got number 11, Dragon Master Knight. I really love this card. I've always loved this card a lot. I loved when Kaiba and Yugi, or Kaiba and Aten, were dueling against Darts, and he fused. I mean, he fused for Dragon Master Knight a couple times with Kaiba when they tag team. So that's really cool. I just love the idea of Blackluster Soldier riding on top of Blue Eye's Ultimate Dragon. I don't know why. It's very simple. There's nothing unique about the design. He's literally just on top of the dragon. Literally, their forms don't even change, I don't think. So it's just the epicness of it in the show whenever it comes out. And I love the physical card. I've always wanted this card for years. I finally do have it now, and it looks gorgeous. And it doesn't have the most powerful effect. It just gains 500 for every dragon in the that I control, not even also in the graveyard. And it's very hard to summon. You gotta summon Ultimate and then Ritual Summon for the original Blackluster Soldier to summon Blue Eyes Ultimate, to summon Dragon Master Knight. But so it's very hard to summon and doesn't have a really good payoff effect. It's a very old card, but I still love it. It's just, that's why I couldn't be higher on the list, because it's really old school, but it's not a really great effect either, but it holds a personal place in my heart. It's always epic to see, whenever they fuse their cards together, because they're like rivals, and it's just cool. But yeah, so Dragon Master Knight's number 11. I love this card. So now we're gonna move on to the top 10 list. All right. So for number 10, we have Trishula, the Dragon of Icy Imprisonment. So this is kind of just a random card here, but not really. As you guys probably have already seen on my channel, my main character, Osiris Izu from my Hidden Legend series, he runs Ice Bearers, so naturally, since Ice Bearers is one of my favorite archetypes, naturally this card would stand out to me. This card I would love to put higher on the list, because I really do love this card. I love the design of the card. I love that it's kind of like a evolution or even alternate form of Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. I really love this card a lot, but the problem is its effect is really bad. I'm very disappointed with it. You just need 3 monsters with different names, but like they have to be dragons. So you can. This is meant to be summoned in a pure dragon deck, and it's just a really weird effect, a really weird card, and I don't really like it. I hate the fact that you can only run this in a pure dragon build. It's just it really bugs me. Because this is Trishula. This is the Trishula. Either make it generic for everything, or make it specific for waters, or even for ice barriers. But I just feel like this effect could have been a lot better. This is Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, very popular synchro monster, very strong, threatening synchro monster. So they could have done something so much more with this card. But yeah, other than that, I really love the card artwork for this card. It looks absolutely amazing. It's gorgeous. It really is. And it holds a special place in my heart because it is Trishula. It is an Ice Barrier dragon. It's an evolution, something I never expected. And for that reason, I just really love it. Okay, so for number 9, I also struggled with this lot. I wasn't sure whether to put it here on this list or to put it lower in the 11 through 15 spot. But I decided to put these 2 cards here. is Elemental Hero Brave Neos and Neos Knight. So Brave Neos and Neos Knight, I look at them equally together. I love them both equally. I don't love them separately. I love them because they're kind of the new age of Neos monsters, right? When Neos Knight came out in the Bonds Beyond Time movie, you know, it was just a simple Elemental Hero Neos plus a warrior. You fusion summon it, it gains half the attack, it can attack twice. The movie effect is so much better because it actually does battle damage. But other than that, just Neos Knight just represented. Finally, we have a new Neos fusion monster that's super easy to summon, that you don't need a contact fuse for it, or you don't need, it's just one Neos, one warrior. So it could be Neos and any Elemental Hero monster because they're all warriors. All the classic heroes are all warriors. So it's really cool. You could use it with Super Poly to steal one of your opponent's warriors, which I've done many times against duels with Yusei, stealing his junk warrior or his junk destroyer, whatever warriors that he has. I would just steal it and fuse summon Neos Knight. And also Brave Neos, which is the new Neos monster that came out a while back. And this is also for the same reason. It's just an easy monster to fusion summon with. Now, finally, we could fuse Elemental Hero Neos with one of the Neos patients without contact fusion. We could fuse it with Poly and summon Brave Neos. And I think that's amazing. I think that's just great. And I just love these two cards because they make Neos better in itself. You could do more with it. Obviously, Brave Neos is much better. Its effect is better. When it destroys a monster by battle, you could add a Neos spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. And that's really good. You could add Miracle Contact. So he's obviously much better for this age. So I love these cards because they fixed Neos. They made him better. They made him consistent along with the other new support that came out over the years. And I just love them for that. Alright, so for number 8, we have Red Eye / Dragon. So Red Eye / Dragon, I just think this is a really cool card. When it first came out, I was shocked. We got a new Red Eye fusion, but it was specifically for Joey Wheeler. It's not like focused on Burn or anything. It's focused on Joey, so you can tell that the fusion is meant to be a fusion between Red Eyes and Gearfried the Iron Knight, or Red Eyes Gearfried the Iron Knight, whatever you want to call it. But I just love it. It's just one Red Eyes and one warrior. A very easy monster to summon in Joey's deck. He has a lot of warriors and he has Red Eyes, so super easy to summon. It doesn't really work necessarily with the other Red Eye stuff, which is more focused on just like burn damage and stuff. But I wouldn't mind if they made more Red Eyes cards like this that's focused on the equip thing. I'm not a competitive player, so I don't know how good or bad Red Eye / Dragon is, but I know in Duel Links it was very good for a long time. But yeah, I just think this card is cool. I love its design. I love the idea behind it. I love that Red Eyes and Joey got his own Red Eyes evolution finally that really represents him more so than the other Red Eyes fusions, because those are just burn and that's not really Joey's playstyle. I love this card because it represents Joey's playstyle. It was created specifically for him and his deck, and I think that's really cool. Alright, so next up for number 7 on the list, we got Evil Hero Malicious Bane. So this is a very new card that came out last year around Halloween time. And I really love this card. I think this card is amazing. It's so good. It's such an amazing card, really. It has a cool design. Its summoning requirements are super easy. Just one evil hero and any level 5 or higher monster. So once again, this could be used with Super Poly, but you would need to control the field spell to do that. But I use the anime effect of Super Poly anyway, which ignores summoning conditions. But, I use that for my character duels. But even so, you could activate the field spell, so that way you could use Super Poly to summon this. I love this because it's any evil hero monster, even the lowest one, the level 2-1 Infernal Prodigy. You could use that and any level 5 or higher monster, and you summon this thing. And this card is absolutely strong. I mean, he can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. He can destroy all monsters with attack less than or equal to this card's attack, and then on top of that, he gains 200 attack for each monster that was destroyed by this effect. So he gets stronger. He pops everything, gets stronger from it. On top of that, he can't be destroyed by battle or card effect. So you have to negate his effect to get over him or bounce him or something with a card effect. So he's just super good, super easy to summon. I just love its power, its strength. They really finally made Evil Hero strong with just this one card by itself. This one card by itself makes the deck strong. because it actually does something. It has inherent protection and everything. It's really easy to summon. It's a really great card. Malicious Bane is a really great evil hero fusion monster, definitely the strongest and the best one, and I hope they make more evil hero fusions in the future. Probably not, because they already got their wave of support, but hopefully they get more in the future. But this card alone just does so much for the deck. Alright, so now we reached number 6 on our list. We're about to reach the top 5 soon, but first we gotta go through number 6. So number 6 on the list is going to be Elemental Hero Flame Wingman and Elemental Hero Shining Flare Wingman. So yeah, these cards are classic. I mean, I don't even have to explain it. These cards are classic hero cards. Obviously, I love them. They're so symbolic to Jaden. They're so iconic to him as a character. I mean, it's his favorite monster and then the evolution of his favorite monster. I love these two cards so much. They had to make the top 10 because they hold a special place in my heart. Flame Wingman has a really cool design, always did. But yeah, so Flame Wingman, he's just classic. I mean, we all know him, we all love him. You know, the classic memorial duel with Crowler in the beginning when he powered him up with Skyscraper, killed Engineer Golem, and basically one-shotted him. And then Shining Flare Wingman, I love it because it's an evolution of his favorite monster. Flame Wingman was Jaden's kind of ace in the beginning, right? Obviously Neos became his ace because it has 2500 attack, but Flame Wingman was his ace in season 1. It was his go-to card, and then the fact that he had an evolution for his ace, you know, for his favorite card. So yeah, Shining Flare Wingman, I don't even need to explain it. I mean, both of these cards are amazing, very symbolic, very close to my heart. They have to make the top 10 somewhere. Alright, so now we finally reached the top 5. So this was very difficult, but I had to think of the cards that mean the most to me, that I really, really love, whether for design or effect or meaning or whatever. I had to really think this through. So for number 5, we have Elemental Hero Nebula Neos. So this is a relatively new Neos fusion card that came out, I think, last year over the summer. And this card just over time just became so amazing to me. I love this triple contact fusion. It's a contact fusion between Grand Mole, Dark Panther, and Neos, and I just love this card because it just kind of gave you an extremely strong boss monster. Obviously, we had Magma Neos, Storm Neos, Chaos Neos. Chaos Neos was horrible. They made his effect horrible in the TCG. They could have made it just negate all face-up card effects on the field until the end phase, and that would have been so much better, but they didn't. Magma Neos, he's just a giant beat stick that just gets stronger and stronger. And then Storm Neos pops all back row, which is always very good. But Nebula Neos represents the new age, a new power of the new meta and everything. He has an amazing effect that when he's special summoned from the extra deck, you could draw cards equal to the number of cards your opponent controls and negate a face-up card on the field until the end phase. So then on top of that, they even made his final effect when he bounces back to the extra deck. They made it so when he's bounced back to the extra deck, you can banish all cards on the field face down, so they're permanently banished. So this card is just amazing. I mean, I love using it in duels. It's a true lifesaver. It's definitely like a really big boss monster that you come back in the duel with and just wreck. But yeah, Nebula Neos is amazing. I fell in love with this card. I love using this card. I think it's cool. Its design I love a lot more than I did in the beginning. And it's just it's a really sick card with a very powerful effect and really gave Neos a really strong, powerful triple contact fusion to finally go for. That really makes a huge difference. Alright, so number 4 on our list is a new fusion monster that has not come out in the TCG, but has, I think, come out in the OCG. That's gonna... Actually, no, it hasn't come out in the OCG yet. It's about to come out in the new Rise of the Duelist set. And that's Gaea the Magical Dragon Champion. This card is absolutely amazing. You guys, if you guys remember when I reviewed these new Gaea cards that came out, I was very impressed, and I still am. I love this card so much. I love the design of this card. I love that it's a retrain of Gaea the Dragon Champion. Gaea the Dragon Champion finally got some love, finally got a retrain that it deserved. Came with a whole new wave of support where every single card was absolutely amazing. and this fusion is just amazing. It's a perfect fusion. It really is. But I just love the idea behind this card. I think by itself, I still think it's a very good card, but with the support, it's a phenomenally amazing card. I think this was a perfect retrain of Gaea the Dragon Champion. I love the idea behind it that they had with all the support around it. To this day, this card really stands out as one of my favorite fusion monsters. I'm still impressed, and I love this card a lot, and I can't wait to buy these cards and have them in my hands physically and use them in Yugi's deck, because these cards are so much fun and they're really cool, and this fusion is amazing to me. So number 3 on my list is going to be the classic Dark Paladin, the ultimate magical swordsman. So yeah, Dark Paladin is just a classic favorite of mine. It's a classic favorite of a lot of people. He has a very cool design. He's a fusion of Dark Magician and Buster Blader. I love this card so much, specifically this artwork that you guys see on the screen right here. This is my favorite artwork. I don't know why, for some reason, I just really love this artwork. I love the colors, the green and everything. This card art always stood out to me the most. I've always loved this one more than the other two. Dark Paladin just has a cool design. He's so memorable from the anime when he used it against Kaiba to kill his 3 blue eyes. He has a strong effect, a very strong effect. He can be summoned with the Eye of Tamias too, which is really easy. He's one of those iconic monsters that still to this day, he's just so cool and so interesting, and he looks great, and I just love specifically this card. Most sickest looking magician monsters that exist out there. I mean, there are a lot in competition, but this guy, he's definitely one of my all-time favorites, even to this day. So number 2 on this list is going to be kind of a shocker, maybe a shocker. It's going to be Neos Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So my second favorite fusion monster of all time is Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I really do love this card a lot. When I watched this card being summoned by Kaiba in the DSOD movie, I was blown away. I was like, oh, this card is amazing. So much of the new Blue Eyes stuff that he used in that movie was just mind-blowing. My favorite color is blue, guys, so anything that's blue stands out to me already. But I just love this redesign of Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. This retrain of him just, in my opinion, looks amazing. They gave him a good effect that makes sense for what he is. And I just love the design. They just did so much with him. He looks so interesting. He just stands out so much more than Blue Eyes. I love Blue Eyes Ultimate too. He's always a classic favorite of mine too. But just Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate really stands out with the new age of Blue Eyes, and it just looks so sick, so incredible. So it just stands out so much. I just love this design. I love the way it came out in the movie. He truly is an amazing card, amazing design. I just love anything that's blue and gorgeous, and this is just a gorgeous dragon. And to this day, I just really love this card. So Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate is number 2 on the list, and he's just incredible. And now we reach the number 1 slot on this list, and obviously you guys know I love heroes, so it has to be a hero on the number 1 slot. And my number 1 favorite hero of all time, and number 1 favorite monster of all time, period, is Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. I love this card so much, with a burning passion, or with a frozen passion. Excuse my horrible pun. But anyway, I love this card so much. It's so amazing. I fell in love with this card from the moment I first saw it when it came out from the manga as the promo card. I can't explain it. I love this card so much. It's a warrior. It's a water. Water is my favorite element. It's an ice monster. Ice is my favorite element of water. I love the color blue. Just there's so much blue on this card. It's amazing. He's this white knight this white ice knight. He has such an amazing effect. He gains 500 for every water on the field, but his last effect is what really makes him stand out. When he leaves the field, he takes every monster my opponent controls with him. I love that effect. I've used that effect so much. Back when I ran a competitive hero deck a long time ago, back in high school and near the end of college, I just love using that effect, using mass chains to tribute him off to summon acid, popping all the monsters, popping all the back row. I love this card. So easy to summon any hero monster plus any water monster. Super easy to summon. Absolute Zero has always just been an incredible card for me. I love it so much. I love its design. It's my favorite designed card ever. I don't know what it is. Just this card, just he has everything that I love. He's a cool, sick knight warrior. He's an ice monster. He's a water attribute. He's just gorgeous. He's a fusion. Fusion is either my first or my second favorite summoning mechanic. He's a hero monster, which is my favorite archetype. Literally, he just checks off all the boxes. He has an amazing effect to me. He will always be my #1 favorite hero and my #1 favorite monster of all time. No card has ever surpassed it to this day. And there's been a lot of tough competition. But just Absolute Zero will always be my favorite monster of all time. Alright guys, and that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this top 15 favorite fusions list. I really enjoyed making it. It was very difficult to make, to find 15 fusions that I loved. I thought it would be a lot easier because I love fusions a lot, but it was actually very difficult to pick which fusions I loved a lot. But I'm satisfied with this list. All of these I really like. There are other ones that I really like too that didn't make it, but this is what the list is. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys really enjoyed this video, put a like, write down a comment below and let me know if you like this list and if you want to see more of these type of videos in the future, more top 15 and top 10 videos in the future talking about other cards that I love, like my top 15 Xyz or Synchro Monsters, Pendulums, top 15 Links, or if you want to see top 5 other top 5 characters list or top 5 whatever you guys have in mind, put down in the comment section below. You know, you could write down your suggestions and I'll see what I can do to make them. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. I love you guys. God bless you guys. Thank you guys for everything. See you guys in the next video. Gotcha.